Topic: Safety, Firefighting. At the end of this lesson you should be able to understand the following concepts. Firefighting. Fire prevention rules. Action when a fire breaks out. Emergency evacuation. Fire extinguishers. How to use a fire extinguisher. Different types of fire extinguishers and information labels. Introduction. The content covered in Grade 8 and 9 Agricultural Studies and previous Grade 10 lessons links in with the content that will now be covered. Grade 8 Safety. Grade 9 Safety. Grade 10 Safety. The purpose of this lesson is to cover content associated with firefighting. Concepts and skills. Fire prevention rules of thumb. Supply, maintain and test fire extinguishers. Make sure all firefighting equipment is accessible and clearly visible. Develop procedures for safe handling and transport of flammable substances. Prohibit use of gasoline for cleaning purposes or lighting fires. Prevent accumulation of explosives, clean the work area if the accumulation exceeds limits. Develop safe working procedures for the installation, use, and maintenance of compressed and liquefied gas systems. The discovery of a fire. If you have a fire detection, you should alert immediately by following the instructions at your nearest alarm point. Warn people in the immediate area and evacuate the building. Emergency evacuation. Familiarize yourself with fire escape routes and evacuation procedures in your school and residential accommodation, including the escape routes and the assembly points. Notifications are displayed in all school buildings. Fire drills will be held at least once a year. You should follow the instructions given to you by the teachers, security, or the emergency services. Please be aware of anyone in your area or on your corridor who needs assistance during the evacuation due to limited mobility or special needs. This includes anyone with a long-term disability, individuals who cannot hear an alarm, and, for example, someone with a leg in plaster. Do not use lifts. Do not return to buildings before permission is given by the teachers, emergency services, or security. Fire extinguishers. How to make a to-use fire extinguisher. Instructions for use must be clearly affixed to each fire extinguisher, but in general. Remove the safety pin of the handle. Keep the fire extinguisher upright, place it on the ground if it is heavy. Direct the nozzle or nozzle to the base of the fire. Press the handles together. Wipe the radiator over the area of the fire, keep it away from you. Do not get trapped between the fire and the exit, plan your escape route in advance. When to use fire extinguisher. Tackle a fire only after the alarm has been activated and it is safe to do so. Make sure you are accompanied when you go to fight or investigate a fire, do not do it alone. Tackle a fire only in the very early stage. Make your safety and that of other priority, no heroic deeds. Use only a fire extinguisher if you are sure of how to use it correctly. Do not hold on to the nozzle of a CO2 fire extinguisher, it will get very cold. If the fire is still burning after using up one fire extinguisher, you should not continue to fight the fire but move to the gathering point. If electrical accessories are involved, the power must be turned off before the fire is fought. Do not fight any fire that involve hazardous materials such as oxidizing agents, pesticides, fuel or gas. Containers. Types fire extinguishers. Activities/assessment. Teacher must work out activities on the given content and provide them to the learners. 1. Study the following picture of a fire extinguisher and name the parts. 2. Explain how you will apply the measures to prevent fires in the workshop. You discover a fire in the storage room when working in a workshop. What are the first steps you should take when discovering a fire? The fire department was at your school recently for a fire extinguisher demonstration. They also explained to you the importance of emergency evacuation. Provide the emergency evacuation steps that the fire department has dealt with you. Name the 4 types of fire extinguishers that are used in practice. Also provide the color code of the label on the different fire extinguishers. 3. Look at the fire extinguisher table below and tick the type of fire that each fire extinguisher can extinguish. Consolidation. The lesson covered all the content as prescribed by the CAPS. The learners understand the content, concepts surrounding firefighting. Fire prevention rules. Action when a fire breaks out. Emergency evacuation. Fire extinguishers. How to use a fire extinguisher. Different types of fire extinguishers and information labels. Values. By studying this lesson, you should be able to know and understand the concept safety, firefighting. Learners must understand what is covered in the content in order to successfully answer questions and the use of the necessary skills. Learners will be able to use the knowledge and skills as base for progression to the next week's lesson.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.